Selma Interpretive Center gets turned over to the feds. Dallas County gets a new substance abuse program, and Selma University gets a federal grant. That and more in this week's edition of the Selma Sun Spotlight, Selma-Dallas County's only local newscast. I'm Cindy Fisher, publisher of the Selma Sun.
And I'm Todd Prater, staff writer for the Selma Sun. Here's this week's top stories.
Plans to turn the Selma Interpretive Center over to the National Park Service took another step forward. The Alabama Department of Transportation deeded the property to the city years ago. The council voted to turn the Interpretive Center over to the National Park Service in June 2021, but the deed ALDOT and the city signed doesn't allow the city to transfer the property to another entity. To make it legal, the Selma City Council put on first read a resolution to turn the deed for the Interpretive Center back over to ALDOT. ALDOT then turns the property over to the National Park Foundation, which is the official fundraising organization for the National Park Service. The foundation will then convey the property to the National Park Service because as a federal agency, the National Park Service can't directly purchase property. The Selma to Montgomery National Historic Trail begins at the Interpretive Center, which is located at 2 Broad Street in Selma.
Selma native Colonel Otis Jones has been promoted by the U.S. Air Force Academy to Brigadier General. The 1995 Academy grad will be leaving the Colorado Springs, Colorado base and heading to the Ramstein Air Base located in the Rhineland in southwest Germany. Ramstein is the headquarters for the United States Air Force in Europe, Air Force Africa, and also NATO Allied Command. Jones is a 1990 graduate of Selma High School. He was a star point guard for Coach Willie Maxey's basketball Saints, and he earned numerous college basketball awards. He scored over 2,000 career points. He's also in the Air Force Academy Athletics Hall of Fame. He credits basketball and academics for opening a lot of doors for him.
The Bridge Academy Selma held its 5th annual graduation ceremony at the Walton Theater. More than 200 high school diplomas were awarded to students taking an alternate route to completing their education. The program is an educational arm of Gospel Tabernacle Church. Pastor John Grayson says it's exciting to see what these adults, ages 17 to 77, will accomplish now that they have a diploma in hand.
Yes, it is absolutely awesome to have these young people as well as adults as well, to see them march across the stage, because each one of them have their own story of struggle, and each one of them will overcome different oppositions and things in life to be able to get to this point to this day, and I am overjoyed to be a part of it. It is absolutely great to see them to accomplish such a great goal as they have on today, as getting their diploma and actually marching across the stage. It is not a GED program. This is actually the diploma that's actually handed to them that they can use at any college in the state of Alabama. So it is certainly a joy and a pleasure to see that, and empowering.
Good to see them continuing their education.
Yes.
People suffering with a substance abuse problem have a place to go in Dallas County. It's Alethea House. Program assistant Kenesha Hobson says that they work closely with the Dallas County court system, but they also have patients that come in by federal referral, and they even have walk-ins. After an intake assessment, patients take classes on a range of subjects from budgeting, changing scenery, and skills needed to stay sober. There's also medical topics that are covered, like HIV health. Hobson says that changing scenery is very important to get people out of the environments that contribute to their addictions, and they have services to help these people find housing. There's also food and clothing services and on-site therapists. They recently held a luncheon in honor of their fathers that are in the program. The next similar event is going to be a barbecue Friday, July 29th at 12:30. That's for patients and their friends and family and people who are just curious. Their website is specialkindofcaring.org. It's time to start thinking about back to school, and that means it's time for the annual Michael Johnson Foundation Fall Back into Fitness Back to School event. There's going to be activities for everyone: dancing, dodgeball, sack races, water slides, and lots more. Come focus on fitness at the Michael Johnson Foundation Fall Back into Fitness event at the Selma YMCA, July 30th from 9 a.m. until noon. Put it on your calendar. Michael Johnson Foundation Fall Back into Fitness event, July 30th, 9 a.m. to noon. Selma YMCA. Call 334-419-3544 for more information.
Selma University is one of 4 historically black colleges and universities to receive a grant from the National Park Service. The grants are for the preservation of historic buildings on their campus. Selma University was awarded $500,000 to preserve historic Dinkins Memorial Hall. According to an announcement from Representative Terry Sewell, a total of $2.5 million is being allocated to Alabama State University, Miles College, Alabama A&M, and Stillman College, which is in addition to Selma University. Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of the Selma Sun Spotlight. Read these stories and more at selmasun.com and follow and subscribe to us at our YouTube channel and on Facebook and Instagram.
See you next week.